Hey everybody. Uh, it's pretty funny. I set all this up and I get quiet, and then literally in the seconds before I start, I'm like bickering with my daughter. So I'll just pretend like that never happened. It's funny because it's not dissimilar to live TV at QVC. We go to a break and things are falling and things are moving and people are joking and laughing, and then we come back and it's like, hey, everybody, welcome back to QVC. I hope everybody is well. It's so great to see all of you pouring in and giving your waves and saying hello every single time. And it's funny because, if you think about a lot of people who are live streaming right now, they I'm sure build an audience. This can potentially be a little bit different because we're in the middle of a challenge right now. We have 14 days that we're going into, and it kind of has this reverse potential, right? Of people, kind of going, oh, I'm not in the habit of it, or it's not quite my thing, and so that could potentially drop off. But instead, I see so many people logging in and waiting and saying hello and giving me your comments, which I absolutely thrive on. So please keep those coming. And it is like this spiritual encouragement to me to see how many people really want to tap into silence at different moments of the day, and to go within, and how beautiful and bizarre a benefit of a time like now if we can gain something like that. If something that we didn't plan for or ask for, and if we could probably snap our fingers and have go away, can bring us blessings and can bring us benefits. And I think it's good to not feel guilty about that. If you're like, wow, I reconnected with somebody that I really care about, I'm glad that that happened in the midst of all this chaos, or I'm focusing more on my health and wellness out of this. That's a blessing out of this chaos. It's okay for us to have those blessings out of that chaos. Anyway, that was not my intention to be like my spiel today, but I don't know. I think about that more than usual lately. How it's you almost feel guilty to find blessings in all of this, but why would you, right? So it's Spirit Week at QVC. I've seen some of my colleagues posting their pictures as well. All throughout the week, each day of the week, we are choosing different colors to wear, and it's like this, family solidarity at QVC. So you might see some of our hosts on the air today wearing orange, and I promised that I would wear the same colors even on days that I was not on the air in my meditation. So today is orange. So this makes 2 days in a row now that I've borrowed one of my daughter's sweaters. So thanks, Gab. Really appreciate that. I do promise that tomorrow's, which is yellow, is my own. Okay. So I know I said to everybody that I wore yours yesterday. See what I mean? But isn't it great when your kid's the same size as you? All right, so let's go ahead and get to it, right? And as we've been doing every day in my meditations, I offer up a thought for you that you can take or leave. It's awesome if you take it, and use that as something to come back to come home to in your meditation. There are a lot of people, I know because I've worked with some of them and studied under them, who are able to go within and completely just subtract themselves from thought. And that will always be a goal of mine. I, however, will never see it as a failure if I am not able to do that. It is helpful for me to have something to come home to when my mind starts to stray, especially if it's something that's positive and lovely. So I had this one written down for a while, and I don't know, today just kind of felt like a good one, a good day to reflect on it. And it is the concept of the highest version of yourself that I think a lot of us kind of have in mind already. I have this vision in my head of, the person I aspire to be. And that woman is very confident and independent, and she isn't without problems or without concerns, but she just handles them with grace. And she's successful and well read and well dressed, and she's active, and she has friends who love her. And that is the person that I envision, my almost like a version of yourself that is also a role model, right? Whether they're real or not. And I think we all kind of have that vision in our head, like, oh gosh, if I had a lot of money, I would be this person. Or if I had a lot of friends, I'd act like this. Or if I had the house of my dreams, I would furnish it like this. What you may notice is a lot of those sentences begin with when or if, right? When I have money, I'll act like this. If I'm super fit, I'll do these activities. When I can go to Paris, I will have this luggage and these clothes and I'll eat these foods, right? They're all tied into something that is out there in the future, maybe someday. And it's wonderful to have aspirations and goals. I have a vision board. I've done the workshops online to show you that. And I mean, it gets us excited, it gets us motivated, right? But when it comes to the version of ourselves that we aspire to be, I offer up to you that you can be that person now. Not even can be, that you are that person now. And that's hard for us to get our heads around sometimes, because the immediate response is, well, Jen, how am I driving that Mercedes if I can't afford it yet? Well, Jen, how am I dressing like this, having these colleagues, doing these things if I don't have this, if I don't have the money, if I don't have the promotion? What I'm suggesting is you internally align yourself with the person, the attitude, the posture, the mood that you would have if you had all of that now. How would you talk to people if you had all of that now? How would you treat others? How would you treat yourself? How would you feel when you woke up in the morning? Would you have a smile on your face? How would you plan your day? If you're waiting to go to Paris one day, I'm using this as an example, do you have a passport yet? And if not, why not? Because that's something you can do to align yourself with that. If you feel as though you would carry yourself differently if you had $1 million, why aren't you carrying yourself like that now? And then the money will show up later, right? We'll work on that. I offer up to you that this person you envision yourself being has a lot less to do with the things that is surrounding that person, and everything to do with how that person is on the inside. And it's actually a lot of fun if you start to go, wait, I can kind of role play that person. And then pretty soon you realize you're not role playing that person at all. You are that person. And just like we were talking about yesterday with the solutions finding you, then maybe that life that surrounds that ideal version of yourself finds you, right? I'm a big believer in aligning your personal frequencies with what you want to be. Let's go ahead and align those frequencies now. And maybe what we want shows up. And if it doesn't, we're already that person now. So it creates this beautiful cycle in your life when you just become that person now. I can be confident and independent and energetic and loving. All of the things that I just described about this ideal version of myself. And I don't need the $1 million in order to do that. I don't need the fancy clothes in order to do that. I can be that internally, whether I have the stuff or go to those places or not. So I offer to you whatever that highest version of yourself is. And if you don't know what that is yet, maybe it's a good time to think about it. I offer up to you that highest version of yourself you already have. I am the highest version of me. I am the highest version of me. So I offer that to you as your anchor thought as we meditate. When your thoughts start to stray, or your tummy makes funny noises, or the back of your neck itches, I am the highest version of me. So let's get into our comfortable seat and get all the kinks out. It's just 10 minutes we're going to take for ourselves. You deserve it. Find a place to put your hands that feels right. And go ahead and close your eyes. And let's take a couple of deep breaths together. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. As always, on this day 9, you'll hear a bell at the beginning. We'll meditate for 10 minutes together. You'll hear a bell at the end, and then we'll go about our day. And if your thoughts start to stray, bring them on home to I am the highest version of me. I am the highest version of me. Welcome back. You feel ready? Open your eyes and bring some movement into your fingers and toes. I'm reading some of your comments. Elaine says, "Where's Gabby?" She's in her room right now. I always ask her if she wants to join, and she does, but maybe not necessarily for meditations. People want to know where you're at. Gabby, where are you?
Well, let me go through all the ring lights to get here.
There are no ring lights here, Gabby. We just have this natural glow.
True.
Anyway, oh gosh. Marie says, "Is there a way to turn up your volume?" No, I see that you have yours turned up. The only thing for me to do is to speak louder, which I will take that feedback and see if I can. I do have the laptop a little further away from me, so maybe that's part of it. Hi, Bethany. Oh, honey, congratulations on yesterday. What a rock star you are. Lori says, "Loving this so much. Thank you." Lori, you have no idea. I'm sure I love this even more. Tammy says, "I needed this." I think that's wonderful. Joe says, "I needed this." Lori, Marcus, hello. And I do see your comments coming in on Instagram as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's always so much fun. And Gabby and I are resolved at some point soon to just have a little, JC and Mini-Me is what we call it, where we just sit and chat with you guys. Maybe we'll do another countdown. Have a great rest of your day. Congratulate yourself on taking time for you, especially sitting in silence. That's always a challenge, especially if you have other folks in the house. And I hope you found this one to be a little bit fun, like maybe making this a thought exercise throughout the day, right? Are you carrying yourself like the highest version of you would? That person that you want to be? You are right now. So get inside that skin and live that life and that persona now. And I don't know, darn if you don't find that life starts to align the way that you want it to be. Just saying. Have a great rest of the day. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is a morning meditation, not as early as usual, 9 a.m. tomorrow. So please join me there. And if you need the schedule for the rest of the week, it is posted. Probably the easier place for you to find it because Facebook so much piles in so quickly. Go to my Instagram. It's Jennifer Coffey QVC over on Instagram. And we have the schedule for the rest of the week posted there. Have a great rest of the day. I'm going to go have a snack now. Namaste.